If she was, if she were. Which one should you use? Again, we're going to have a look at these ones, however, using different subjects. So, for example, can she be a bird? The answer is no, right? So, therefore, it would be better to say, if she were a bird. Let's look at the reasons why. First, we're going to look at if she was. This is part of the indicative mood, which means it is used for real situations, statements of fact, or particular inquiries. It is used for situations that were either real or possibly real in the past. For example, if she was at the party last night, I didn't see her. This sentence shows that it's possible the woman was at the party. However, the speaker didn't actually see her. Another example is, if he was interested in the project, he didn't show it, meaning that the speaker couldn't tell if the student was interested or not. Another one, if she was at the concert last night, she must have seen the fireworks. If the woman was at the concert, then she most likely would have seen the fireworks that were there. Now, let's look at using if he or she were. These are used to express hypothetical situations, unreal situations, or sometimes wishes. And this is part of the subjunctive mood. For example, if you are an adult, can you grow taller? The answer is no, usually. So, I would say she wishes she were taller. That is the key part, because it's hypothetical, it's a wish, it's unrealistic that she will grow any more. Therefore, we can say, if she were taller, she would play basketball. Obviously, she is not taller. She cannot be taller. Therefore, she cannot play basketball for her job. Maybe. I'm not saying that short people cannot play basketball. They can. Another example. If she were a bird, she would fly high up in the sky. Can she be a bird? The answer is absolutely no. She cannot be a bird. Therefore, the answer has to be if she were a bird, because it's unrealistic, hypothetical. Another example, if he were here right now, he would be able to help us. Is he here? No. Can he be here very soon? No, probably too far away. That's why this is an unrealistic situation, because he is not here and he cannot be here. So if he were here, he would be able to help us, is the correct sentence to use. Now, many of you will be asking, but native people say, if she was, if he was. Yes, they do. However, traditionally, this is not grammatically correct. This is an evolution of English over time. The subjunctive mood can be very confusing. So some people have not really cared about it because they don't want to confuse speakers, listeners, etc. However, as an English learner yourself, I think it's very important that you use the correct grammar structure here, especially if you're going to be taking tests. But if you are in a casual situation and you happen to just use if she was, if he was, for a hypothetical situation, don't worry about it. It's not a big problem. However, it is very important to practice correct grammar structures like these. Let me know in the comments below some of your examples of using if he were or if she were. I'll be interested to see what your examples are.